Hello everyone, welcome back for the third video tutorial. So in the previous two video tutorials, we show you how to add the plugins, how to create the data stores and register data stores so that we can use for our applications. Now we are going to actually utilize our data stores in our applications. So let's get started. Let's go to Hello World here and let me take this off so that this comes from fresh. So imagine that you have an empty view like this. Okay, so we are going to add the display part. So let's put label, and we have to bind the data to data number 1, and let's say we have something like this. Now the question would be, because we store the data in here, okay, inside the stage, and we also register this card, okay, this card components as the store already. Now whenever you already register for this, then whenever you want to have access to this, how do we do this? Well, you know that we want to have access to data number 1. Okay, imagine you want to display data number 1 inside these positions. You cannot just say data number 1. This is not possible. So to have access to this, you say $store dot stage dot data number 1. Okay, and save it. Now I'm going to rerun this for the emulators so that you can see the result. Okay, while we are waiting for this, okay, just to come back and take a look at what we did so far. So as I mentioned, that we have created an object. This object is called card, and we exported this object so that anyone inside the application can have access to this by using import. Okay, for playground, make sure that you use export like this. Okay, and also inside the state section here, this is where we actually implement the variable. So as you can see now that it showed the data number 1. Okay, so in order to display this, you cannot just reference to data 1 from now on, because data 1 is stored in the central locations. To have access to it, we access through the use of $store.stage.data1. Okay, now if I change the value of this to be 2, as you can see that the program will automatically show the content as 2, like this. Now I'm going to add 2 more buttons here. So go ahead and back to Hello World here, and I'm going to put button, and when let's put text equal to add increments, and when people click on it, then we call function increments. Do the same thing for decrement, so it's going to be DEC, and when people click on it or tap on it, then we call function decrements. Now since we still do not have any section to support this implementation of int and decrement functions, so go ahead and go to this, okay, objects here, and then implement the method section. So it's going to be method is objects, and we put int, then we also have decrements. Now our intention is to be able to decrease the value of data 1 by 1, and for this we want to increase this is decrease the value of data 1 by 1 as well. Now how to do this? Well, you might say, okay, now I know that I can have access to store state data 1. Is it possible to do something like this? Let's see if this is possible. So I'm going to look at this, and whenever you reference this in the attribute value pair here, you don't need to put the word this. But if you access this variable from within JavaScript function here, you have to prefix this with this. Okay, and now I'm gonna say equal to 1 and see if this is working. Okay, save for this. All right, now if I click this, as you can see, the value now is increasing. It's increasing. I'm going to do the same thing here, and I'm going to copy this. Data 1 minus equal to 1, and let's put this in front of this statement. Okay, so let me document it. As you can see now, the value have changed toward what I'm trying to do. Okay, now but this is not a good way of changing data directly here. I mean, it's possible, but people like to work it this way through the use of what we call mutations. We are going to talk about mutation in the next section. Okay, thank you for watching.